I'm Chris Drew. That's Tyler. Micah Parsons just got traded literally right before the show for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. Dog.
Who's Kenny Clark?
A 30-year-old nose tackle that was good 2 years ago. Really good 2 years ago. But that feels like a low price. This year alone, Tyler, and we're going to talk about what this trade means. This year alone, we've had Devers, Luka, and now Parsons all traded, and all three of them felt like a fleece by one team. How wild is that?
I mean, what's 2 firsts to a team that's probably going to make the playoffs?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm giving up the 23rd pick in the draft for Micah Parsons.
You said that if you were to trade Myles Garrett, it would have to be 4 firsts. That's the floor.
Did I say 4 firsts?
Yes.
When did I say 4? Seems a little egregious.
That's what I said back then, but then you put up all the stars that have been traded.
I mean, I would have expected a little bit more than 2 firsts and a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
For either Micah or Myles, but yeah, I mean, 2 firsts
is that he's early in his prime.
Yeah, he's like 26 years old, 25 years old.
Right. I'm blown away. I feel like it feels like they didn't shop this around because I think there's a lot of teams that could have come with the package. Similarly to how I feel like, they didn't shop Devers around. They just took the first package that came calling.
They need to put Jerry in a home.
Yeah. Well, you see, Jerry thought they had an agreement on a contract extension with him, and then boom, he gets traded an hour later.
Supposedly, the one thing that I read was Micah and his team came back with a contract, with a number, and basically Jerry said, either play on your 5th year or I'm trading you. And Micah said, deuces.
Yeah.
Which I would too.
And he had that Green Bay deal in the back pocket. I can imagine before any of it even happened.
I mean,
because that was before we even got the trade details that it was Kenny Clark and 2 firsts. We knew that he got 4 years, $188 million.
Oh yeah,
like that was the first thing that they came out and got put out.
Yeah, highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL,
making more than Pat Mahomes in annual value.
Imagine leaving Dallas, the most overrated franchise in all of sports, upgrading your quarterback as well, because Jordan Love is better than Dak. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, odd year Dak is really good. Even your Dak's not very good. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Jordan Love guy. I think Jordan Love has the most arm talent in the NFL currently.
Yeah, it's top 3. It's top 3. I think it's debatable. I think Pat Mahomes has an equally talented arm. I just don't think Patrick Mahomes has had time to do anything the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Pat Mahomes realized that him maximizing his arm is not what's going to benefit him long term. Jordan Love is still in that early phase of I'm trying to make some of the more ridiculous throws in the NFL.
No, I hear you. I know what Patrick Mahomes is capable of doing, so it's like
you're talking about just throw the ball the farthest and the hardest. I think that maybe Jordan Love's up there. 1 and 2.
That's top 3.
Yeah, that's and the third Josh Allen. So yeah, I mean you might be right. And then part of it's how do you define arm talent? Doesn't matter. But yes, I think Jordan Love long term will be an upgrade, and his prime also matches up. And when your prime as the best player matches up with the prime of your quarterback, that's a win.
Absolutely.
That's
Are you kidding me? Now you got Minnesota's shit. Chicago's, they're bad anyways. But Detroit's probably damn, this has got a lot harder now all of a sudden.
You know who's smiling? Jackson Dart. Get him out of my division.
Get him out.
You kidding me? I'm a Giants fan. People like Kurt, I love New York sports. I'm a big Giants fan. Thrilled. Couldn't be happier. Get him out of my division.
How happy do you think Philadelphia is as well?
Thrilled. They just cakewalked to another NFC title game. I mean, they're going to win the NFC East with their eyes closed. No, never mind. The Commanders, almost slipped, are going to be good.
Yeah, they just re-signed Terry McLaurin, so they'll be all right.
Yeah, and they made the NFC title game last year.
Yeah. No, but I think
young quarterbacks in the NFC East got to be thrilled.
Yeah. Kidding me? Get rid of that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you imagine if Miles would have gotten traded from Cleveland, how happy Joe Burrow would have been? Oh, my God.
Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. The two guys who are injury-prone quarterbacks that are a little bit thinner in their division.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm an injury-prone quarterback or if I'm a young quarterback, who do I want out of my division? Pass rushers. Just get them out.
Shout out Green Bay for, like, making a move.
Oh, yeah, going. They want to win right now. Again, they want to win.
I respect the shit out of that.
Yeah, I can. I do want to talk Browns. Haslam, Barry, Stefanski. I saw the video. Quincy Avery's been posting them. Deshaun Watson's back throwing. Tony Grossi saying it's not out of the picture that he plays football this year.
Chris Drew.
Tyler McCormick.
If Deshaun Watson plays football, if he plays one more snap in a Cleveland Browns uniform, I quit.
No.
I quit.
You're done.
I quit. Not only has he been bad on the field, it is the worst contract in NFL history.
Sports.
Yeah, I said sports. I was just trying to
Yeah, I used to push back until I did more digging into it. And it's the worst in sports history, in my opinion.
He can't. It would be the biggest slap in the face to all the fans if Deshaun Watson played another snap. I think the Browns fan base is the most, considering everything that they've been put through, is the most loyal fan base in all of sports. I believe that. And I think seeing him shot out there again would break them.
You think that would be the dagger?
It would be such a slap in the face.
It would. It would signal that we hate our fans. Because I honestly haven't met a single Browns fan that wants Deshaun Watson back and playing again.
No, the only social media things you see about people liking Deshaun Watson are probably Deshaun Watson burners.
Yeah, and like old weird Clemson fans.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't make any sense. He wasn't good when he was playing here.
Yeah.
Then he popped his Achilles 2 times. You don't recover from that. You don't get better after that.
From you. I got the refresher from you that he was. I didn't realize how actually truly bad he was when he was playing.
He was horrible.
Yeah, he was really bad.
He played 6 good quarters of football since he's been a Cleveland Brown.
And I think because it was on the heels of all the bad quarterback play, it just looked better by comparison. It was like when all the students in your class are getting D- and then one gets a C-, you talk yourself into thinking, oh, that kid's smart.
Well, the worst part is it came after Baker, who was a C. He was a C quarterback.
No, the final stretch of Baker was horrendous, and the stuff that came with Baker was also horrendous.
Correct, but
that
Baker
final run,
Baker won a playoff game.
He did.
He won a playoff game,
but
even though Big Ben literally handed you a playoff win.
That's fair, but that's not the Baker that he followed. He followed the version of Baker Mayfield who couldn't get a job afterwards.
True. It's just you just can't if Jimmy Haslam respected the fan base and Andrew Berry respected the fan base, they would tell Deshaun Watson to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Just cut him, pay him his money, and cut him. It's irrelevant. It's honestly irrelevant. He has no business being around.
Mm-mm.
He wasn't even good. But the basis of it is that he wasn't good when he was playing.
No, he wasn't good when he was playing. He's a distraction. He is very disliked by everybody. No one has really talked about him being a good teammate. And also the franchise as a whole has changed directions and wants to find their quarterback. And they're acknowledging
Jimmy had them all but said they swung and missed.
Yeah. He said that. Literally press conferences acknowledging that, okay, this was a mistake.
They swung and missed. That's exactly what he said. So you don't just get to say you swung and missed and then run it back out there.
Yeah.
Dog, you already struck out. You don't get to go back again. That's not how this works.
Not how this works at all.
I can't. In ESPN Cleveland talking about it makes it even worse.
Well, I think they have to. It's the biggest story.
No, they don't. They don't have to.
They absolutely do. No, they are covering the Browns, who are the biggest draw in Cleveland. And while I do think they do a little bit of overkill with the Browns, we're talking about them when the Guardians are good and in the middle of the season, we're getting close to the season. The owner, the coach, and the GM all went to go watch Deshaun Watson work out. You absolutely have to talk about it, Tyler. I know you don't want to hear it. I know Tyler McCormick doesn't want to hear it, but that is a story that you absolutely need covered. Absolutely need covered. I mean, fuck, we're here talking about it right now.
At the very minimum, you don't have to like entertain it as an idea that he might play again. It should be exactly what I'm saying.
But Tyler, we can entertain the idea of him playing again because the GM. Here we go. Should I, Chris Drew, entertain the idea of him playing again?
No.
Okay, then why is the head coach, the GM, and the owner? Why are they entertaining the idea of him playing again?
Because these are the things that the Browns do.
Okay, I'm just saying, it's like if they're going to if the owner himself is going to entertain the idea of Deshaun Watson playing again, and me and you talk about the Cleveland Browns on a microphone together, I am also going to talk about the fact that the owner is entertaining him.
You're right. We are talking about it, but
thank you. That's all. It's like I know. I'm all for dissing ESPN. I won't diss him for this.
Well, I guess what I should have said is that the fact that they're actually entertaining the thought that he could play here, like talk about it, like we're talking about it, that he has no business playing for the Browns ever again. He doesn't belong here.
He shouldn't, and that should be the conversation. Deshaun Watson should not play for the Browns, and because
in reality, would any team actually sign Deshaun Watson?
I don't think so.
After what he's put on film and what his body's gone through. Who wants that?
I think it'd be a tough sell, and honestly, I think that owners, would kind of be on the same page. Do we really need Deshaun Watson in the league?
No. Deshaun Watson ruined his chance. He had it, and you could say the injuries took him away from it, but did injuries really ruin it for him in Houston?
Yeah, he was really, really good in Houston.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, he started getting loud with his owner.
I don't really think he got.
I think he was very loud about the head coach hirings and firings, which I guess is
that's a quarterback's job.
Yeah,
and I don't think he was loud about that. I believe he was loud about the whole Hopkins thing.
Oh, right.
Why did you trade Hopkins?
And then Bill O'Brien traded.
Yeah.
I mean,
it brought me no weapons after I just had an incredible first 2 years. Why are you cutting payroll and doing all that? And then also and then when I asked to be traded, you won't trade me.
Deshaun Watson he's probably one of the worst things that's ever happened to the Cleveland Browns.
DUI, you think?
I mean, the other is Jimmy Haslam.
I think Freddie Kitchens was an awful thing to happen too.
Well, I mean, there's the laundry list of bad coaching hires is
yeah. I mean, I think that if Freddie Kitchens didn't have a huge ego problem and didn't want to take credit for Baker Mayfield, I think things would have been a lot better because the quarterback guy that was really helpful for Baker Mayfield was Ken Zampese, and Freddie Kitchens had this obsessive. I want to be the mastermind and get the credit for it, and basically strong arm the Cleveland Browns. And then that's when Zampese was all right, I'm out of here. And then there's a direct correlation with Zampese leaving and all of a sudden Baker Mayfield falling off a cliff.
I mean, there's a laundry list of those stories.
Yeah, I guess that, but that story was they had the quarterback, right? We haven't seen a case of a quarterback not working in Cleveland and then going somewhere else and being a star.
The bottom line,
right? I'm just saying, right? That was the only one that we've seen. That the Browns didn't get it wrong. They drafted a quarterback that was a star. They just got it wrong within the building. The other quarterbacks that the Browns drafted just ended up being shit no matter where they ended up.
They've gotten it wrong inside the building so much that it has to go back to Jimmy Haslam though.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I was saying. That was one they got wrong inside the building and outside the building is why the Freddie Kitchens thing I think set them back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all around bad. We're still paying for it right now. So
quarterback news: Bailey Zappi signing to be a
practice squad.
Yeah, PS practice squad. Thoughts? Yay, nay?
I mean, Bailey Zappi can low key kind of spin it.
I was going to ask you, am I a crackhead for thinking that Bailey Zappi's actually better than Kenny Pickett?
Bailey Zappi can spin the rock, bro. I don't
Yeah,
care what anybody says.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a college guy. He led the nation in passing when he was in college.
Western
He definitely
Kentucky.
spin it. Yeah. And then good ball knowledge, ball. And then he ended up beating out Mac Jones for a job. So I think he's good enough to be at least a backup in the league. So to get him as a practice squad guy,
You think it's wrong? I don't think it's wrong to have Shador third right now.
No, I don't think it's.
I think Dylan Gabriel has been better.
The thing is, they're
in
1-1
in the two preseason games. If you combine the two performances, Dylan Gabriel was better overall than Shador was in his two performances.
I think it's a wash. I think they're about the same. I mean, I think the fact that you cut 4 of the 5 linemen that blocked for Shador, and I think one of the things.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean,
I think they slanted it towards. I mean, I think if you roster around adjusted, I think it's equal.
That's fine. I think the outcome that we got was the most likely outcome.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest issue that I have with this entire thing, looking back on it now that we're like getting ready to play Cincinnati, was the Kenny Pickett signing bothered me. It bothered me.
They got a 5th for him.
I know, but what it did is it took away all those reps from Dylan Gabriel and Shador. Like what?
That was my big complaint. It stripped a lot of reps away.
A ton of reps. If you add all those reps that it got taken away, it's like, what is the point of that?
Yeah. For something that, like, for us to get an answer that all of us already knew the answer to, right?
Because
like we all knew the answer there, right?
Yeah, I think Joe Flacco was going to start no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, even if Kenny Pickett didn't hurt his hamstring, Joe was going to win that job.
And also, they weren't trying to overload him with reps because they knew, okay, you've been in the league since Moses parted the seas. Like, we know that you know how to operate.
Correct. So I just, like, to me, I know they got a 5th for him, but like that 5th round pick is not worth the reps that Gabriel and Shador didn't get to have.
Mm-hmm.
So, any way you slice it, I think it's going to be awesome to watch the drama and like the ups and the downs. Cause like here we go. We'll play the schedule game. I think the Browns over under win total is 5.5. Can we find?
Is that the official line?
I believe so. That was the last thing I saw, which was a couple weeks ago.
It is 4.5.
4.5. So can we find 5 games, 5 wins on their schedule? You ready?
I love playing this game. Can we get to 5 wins?
Cincinnati at home.
I think that's an upset. I have the Browns.
I think they are going to win. I believe that game. I think they're going to win. So 1-0.
Yeah.
At Baltimore.
Loss.
Green Bay at home.
Loss. Ooh, that could be
at
ugly.
Detroit.
Loss.
Minnesota at home. We'll give it to them.
Loss.
You think it's a loss?
Yeah.
Actually, that's not even a home. That's across the pond.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Loss.
Okay. So now we're at 1-4. At Pittsburgh. Coming back from across the pond. Loss.
Yeah.
1-6. Okay. So now 1-5. So now we're 1-5. We're going to pause this schedule game. Is Joe Flacco still the quarterback after the first 6 games?
No
they
chance.
Go 1-5.
If they're 1-5, not a chance.
Okay. So when Miami comes to town on October 19th, Dylan Gabriel is now the starting quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Keep that in mind. Now, Miami.
Loss.
1-7. At New England.
Loss.
1-8. No, 1-7. Sorry. 1-7. Bye week at the Jets.
Loss.
Okay. So now they've lost 3 games in a row. Is Dylan Gabriel still the quarterback when the Ravens come to town?
No.
Do you think they went to Shador?
Yeah.
Okay. So Shador's the quarterback. Baltimore at home.
It's irresponsible for me to say wins. I already gave them every loss and even the tight games. Like, because the Jets might be a winnable game. Like, the New England game might be winnable. So I don't know, Tyler. This is awful.
So loss at Baltimore at home with Baltimore at home. Then they go on the road at Vegas to play the Raiders.
Win.
Okay. Win in Vegas. So another 2 and whatever.
9.
Whatever that is. San Francisco at home.
Super duper loss.
Tennessee.
Win.
3 wins. At Chicago.
Win.
4. Okay, we need one more. We need one more win. Buffalo. Loss. Pittsburgh at home.
That's the thing, man. That week, do we think A-Rod's hurt? That's late in the year.
So they finish with Pittsburgh at home and at Cincinnati. Do they get the 5th win?
They're winning one of those.
Okay, so they get the 5th win.
They get the 5.
You just basically said that Shador's going to get the Browns 4 wins in his 7 starts.
Honestly, it might be luck, man, because of who they're playing.
I understand that, but if Shador Sanders goes 4-3 to finish the season,
Mania.
brother, they're not drafting a quarterback in 2026.
Shador mania.
Mania.
Shador mania. That would be awesome, though.
But you did just give him the over.
I did. It was looking real grim right there.
Well, that schedule is like awful, dude.
Yeah, it was looking real grim.
I mean, Baltimore, Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, at Pittsburgh, Miami, at New England, at the Jets. Well, sorry. That 5-game stretch to start the season after the Bengals is nasty.
Yeah.
And at that point, throw in the towel, dog. Joe Flacco's probably like, get me out of here.
Yeah, trade everybody, cut everybody. Like it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those kind of deals, man. That's gonna be miserable for certain guys. But shout out to Myles Garrett because he's only here because he wants to win.
Yeah, he wants to win a Super Bowl. Thinks he can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. The Guardians take 2 or 3 from Tampa Bay. Now we've got Seattle. Seattle is one of the teams that is ahead of them. I know the Rangers are also ahead of them, I believe, and Kansas City. But the Rangers just lost Nathan Eovaldi and Corey Seager for the remainder of the year.
Quick question for you. Does Josh Naylor get booed or does he get cheered in his first at bat?
Definitely cheered. Definitely cheered in his first at bat.
Probably.
But that game, that series is a huge deal. And I guess I want to go through the pitching matchups and see what you think, Tyler. Because the pitching matchups honestly mean everything. And the guys that you want to avoid going out there are who?
Well, I can tell you right now, Tanner Bibby's going out there, Logan Allen's going out there, and also Gavin Williams is going out there.
So, and who do they draw? So,
actually, I don't. Who pitched?
Slate.
So yeah, it's Bibby. It'll be Bibby, Logan, and Gavin.
So you're opening up with Logan.
And listen, Logan's been okay. Like he's been okay.
Yeah, so Logan is going to draw George Kirby. Tough. Now, George has been down this year. The ERA is over 4.
He's got the stuff.
He's got really good stuff, but he's been down this year. This is what you want, though. You want Gavin Williams is going to draw Logan Gilbert.
Okay.
Logan Gilbert probably has the second best stuff in the entire rotation, right? Behind Brian Wu. Are you a Brian Wu? We didn't really talk about Brian Wu.
I got to be honest with you. I know a little bit about Seattle, but I don't know a lot.
Brian, get this. Brian Wu, his ERA is under 3 this year. And Tyler, his last start that he just had was the first start of the entire season that he didn't go the full 6 innings.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
That's really
and he's going against Tanner Bibby.
No, he's not facing Bibby. Logan Gilbert is. Brian Wu isn't. You guys avoided Wu, is what I'm saying. Like, you avoided their ace. Yeah. So you get Logan Gilbert, who was their ace last year. His ERA is 3.69. The whip is 1.03, so it's really low. So that'll be the Gavin Williams matchup, which is kind of the battle of 2 big aces. Logan Gilbert 6'6", Tanner Bibby 6'6". I mean, not Tanner Bibby. Gavin Williams 6'6". He just weighs a lot more. And then you got Bibby versus Bryce Miller, and that's got to be the game you absolutely win. Bryce Miller's ERA is 6 this year, and his whip is 1.5.
And Tanner Bibby's is almost close to 5. So, like,
yeah, but it's not close between the two.
I think I've just kind of. It's not that I'm not watching. I'm just I don't expect anything to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would have to go berserk this last 30 games of the season.
Well, the thing is, if they
I mean, they'd have to go like 25-5.
Well, if they beat Seattle, they really come up.
I know, but like you still got to face Detroit 6 times. I mean, it's just like they would just have to go nuts, man.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I'm trying to pull up the schedule, and it's just like I don't know, man. They have a negative 54 run differential.
Yeah, the run differential is terrifying.
Like they are who they are, man. It's like they're 66-66, which is like, all right. So this is Seattle, 3 against Seattle, 3 against Boston, 3 against Tampa Bay. Oh, sorry, 4 against Tampa Bay, 4 against Kansas City, 3 against Chicago, Detroit, 4 against the Twins, Detroit, and then Texas. I mean, they would have to go 6, 10, 14, 17, 20, 24. Yeah, 30 games. They would have to go like 24-6 to make it. I mean, it'd have to be an insane run to make it.
Yeah, I mean that's really nuclear.
And like, with all due respect, the worst hitting team in baseball is not going 24-6.
I think there's ESPN puts numbers on like playoff chances. ESPN has their playoff chances at 3.4%.
Yeah. And that includes a start against Garrett Crochet. That includes at least one start against Scooble.
Mm-hmm.
A start against Joe Ryan. I mean, it's gonna be tough, man.
It's definitely an uphill climb. It's a really big uphill climb.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
I think at the end of this series, you can sit back and say, okay, it's over, or you can sit back and say, okay, there's still a fighting chance. Because if you get swept the Seattle series, it doubles up because that's when the team's ahead of you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I think they have to sweep this weekend. I think they need to sweep Seattle. They sweep Seattle, it's a different conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be a sweep. You have to sweep Seattle. You probably need to sweep Boston too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, or 2 out of 3 you would take against Boston if you swept Seattle.
I mean, I guess in the next 6, you got to win 5 of the next 6.
Yeah. So you want to sweep either.
And you probably got to take at least 4 against Detroit. Of the 6 against Detroit.
And they're skidding right now. I think they lost their last 4.
Yeah, and like those games, they got. The nice part is 3, 6, 10. They have 17 games against the AL Central, which we know how that goes in our favor.
However, you guys usually own those teams.
Correct. But like again, it all starts with these next 6 games. They have to take 5 out of 6. They got to sweep either Boston or Seattle. It's a must.
Would it be a huge disappointment if Seattle didn't make the playoffs this year?
Disappointment for who?
For Seattle.
Oh yeah, you don't go all in like they went all in and
they added Naylor, added Suarez.
Yeah, you have to.
And those are both rentals.
Yeah, you have to.
And they're kind of flirting dangerously with that playoff spot.
Yeah, I don't understand how, but like yes.
Because they've got that plus.
If they don't make the playoffs, that's an epic collapse. And like it's such a to me.
It sets you back 5-6 years.
But it's like, what do you do? Like, do you re-sign those guys and be like
you absolutely try to because you lost prospects for them.
Yeah.
And they absolutely try to.
They have money. They can do it.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't wanted to spend recently. It's kind of been their thing now.
Yeah. Yo, Parker Messick, confirmed.
Confirmed, dude.
Confirmed nasty.
He's really good, man.
I mean, you said it. You told me 50% chase rate, 50% whiff rate on his
the
changeup. That is disgusting.
That's Scooble level numbers.
Every other changeup is a strike.
Yeah, that's Scooble level numbers.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we're talking about like, and he the work rate I've kind of noticed a lot. Like he works really fast, and I think he attacks the strike zone more than any of the other pitchers
100%.
with good stuff. Like Slate attacks the strike zone, he just gets hit hard as shit. Like he attacks the strike zone and has really good stuff.
A side note on Slade, I might be out on Slade. Like you don't get hit as hard as often as Buddy gets hit, and like I would rather have a pitcher like Gavin Williams have command issues than just get hit around like he's getting hit around.
Mm-hmm.
That just means your stuff isn't very good.
That was my concern early on. Like that's why I always kind of questioned his stuff.
I thought he was one of those guys that was like a Ben Lively, where you like the stuff isn't great, but he's just tough and he competes and like but like he's just getting hit so hard, man.
A little bit too hard. And remember I showed you his metrics. They've always been really bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of these things where like they have 5 years control. He just got into the Guardians organization as far as pitching development. So like you want to give him a chance, but like I don't know if you can.
Look, he's in the first percentile of chase rate, so no one's chasing his pitches, which means he's either not tunneling right or there's not enough movement on things. His average exit velo, 92 miles per hour. That's the bottom second percentile. That means that every time someone touches the ball, it's a hard hit rate.
Yeah.
Also, his hard hit rate entirely is 50%. So 50% of contact with the bat is a hard hit ball.
Yeah. It's just those are the numbers that you just can't see.
And he's catching barrels 12% of the time.
Yeah. It just means the stuff isn't that great, man. That's just all there is to it.
And his xERA is 5.61.
Yeah.
So people are hitting balls really hard, and some of them are just going right to defenders because he just doesn't have it, man. Just doesn't have it. His whiff rate only 21%, bottom 25% in the league. His K rate 19%. It's just not there, dude.
So next year you go in. Gavin Williams is for sure in the starting rotation. Parker Messick, I think, is for sure in the starting rotation. Tanner Bybee is in starting rotation because of his contract.
Mm-hmm.
I think Logan Allen is deserving of another opportunity. I mean, he has a sub-4 ERA for a left-handed pitcher that throws 91 that has just like he's just doing it. Like he's just getting people out. So I think he deserves another crack. So then it's like, okay, you have Slade, you have Joey Cantillo, Ben Lively will be back at some point next year. Like, what do you do? Let's say they go out and sign a pitcher. What do you do with Slade? Do you throw him to the bullpen or do you send him to AAA?
Send him to AAA.
I think you send him to AAA.
You got the options.
Make him learn a new pitch.
Yeah.
Do something. Change grips, make it move, do something.
I think he needs humble. I think that'd be really good for him. I mean, honestly, I think you this offseason you signed Dylan Cease.
I don't think he needs humbled. I think it's just like he needs work.
I'm saying he needs humbled to well, here's the thing. He's not a nibbler at all, and that's an issue. And so that's what I mean by needs humbled. Like he pitches like his stuff is good enough to live in the zone, and it's not.
Yeah.
That's more. I think he's a good kid, good bulldog psycho. It's just like he needs that humbling experience. But I think that they should try to sign Dylan Cease. And go from there.
I think they should try to sign Shane Bieber back.
Or you mean Matt? Oh yeah, Shane Bieber. You're right. My thing is, I think Cease is going to be cheaper than Bieber.
I'm okay with that too.
Yeah,
I just want them to. I want to see them go spend some money on a frontline pitcher.
Yeah, and Cease could be a frontline pitcher at a super discount because
we've seen him be a frontline starter. He's like we've seen it,
and he's really good against Cleveland.
Well, I mean,
he had the back-to-back one hitters against Cleveland. Talk. I was at the Dylan Cease.
I know. I'm saying there's 3 days ago, this came out. Since opening day of 2019, the Guardians are 22nd in WRC plus. If you remove the Hall of Famer that's been in the middle of the lineup since opening day of 2019, their WRC plus ranks them 28th at 89.
Jeez.
So when you tell me a pitcher's nasty against Cleveland, who ain't?
Yeah. I mean, it was last year's Cleveland team that had a little bit better bats.
Yeah. But on a positive note, Kyle Manzardo needs to get the money that was allocated and trying to communicate with Stephen Kwan. Just make it happen.
Because he could legitimately be a top 10 offensive first baseman.
You know, he's tied now in the league lead for walk-off hits in 2025.
Is he really?
Tied for the lead in walk-off hits. And his OPS in high leverage plate appearances in 2025, 947.
Oh, yeah, he's hitting his ass off.
So when it matters the most, Buddy is clutch.
He's there, yeah.
Just extend him.
Yeah, I think he projects one's worth the extension now.
100%.
I do, because you can get it for super, super cheap. Do you worry about one hit wonder with him? Or do you think his bats are projectable?
I always worry about one hit wonder with everybody.
Yeah.
But I think for the money that you would be able to pay him, like you wouldn't have to go to 25 million. You could do it for $20 million.
I think you do it for less.
You could probably get it for less. You could probably get it for like 15, 17 million bucks a year.
I think 15 to 17 works. I mean
15, you could do an extension of 4 for 90 if you don't want to go that long. You could go 5 for 105.
I think that might even be a little bit high because it's so early. Because Christian Campbell had the really hot week to start the year, and he signed 8 years, $60 million.
Hey, if you want to go 4 for 60, let's go 4 for 60.
I mean, no, that's 8 for 60.
I said 15.
No, I'm saying like you could get it cheaper. Is what I'm saying. Like,
oh, hey, just pay him. Let's do it.
Yeah.
What are we waiting for?
I don't know.
Because here's the other thing. Show the rest of the young guys like, hey, you perform. We want you. We'll pay you.
Yeah.
We'll extend you right now. Whatever they were going to pay Quan, pay Kyle Manzardo.
Because Jackson Merrill, who had the ridiculous rookie year, signed 9 for 135, average salary of 15. So if you get it done now, you're looking at probably like 13 million a year.
Dude, done deal. Not even close, bro.
Yeah.
They've
never operated that way though.
No, but you know what they've been doing hasn't really worked that well.
I think this is a good. I mean, that's the Atlanta route. Atlanta signs all their guys like after their first year, and they just like trust their development.
Yeah, and like the thing about Kyle is like he doesn't chase. His eye is gonna get better the more pitches that he sees. He's not even a full-time. He wasn't even a full-time player. And he's already at 25 homers. No, he's at 25. Is he at 25?
He's at 21.
Yeah, so he's gonna get to. I think he'll get to 25.
Right.
Like, what? It's not even close, man. It's gonna be great.
No, like there's nothing that's really like prospect breaking. I guess like the K rate's kind of high. Like not unmanageable. The whiff rate's kind of high, but not unmanageable.
It's only, but like to me, he doesn't just chase the chase. He's not up there just waving a ball every ball.
No, his chase rate is above average.
So to me, like those are things like the traits that you see, like those are gonna get better.
Yeah.
Those weaknesses get better.
Yeah. Do you think his bat speed limits his ceiling? Are you not a bat speed guy?
I don't know. I go back and forth because there are two ways of thinking, right? The bat speed that's super fast, like obviously I'm not going to turn away bat speed. I'm not going to tell somebody to slow it down.
Right.
But there is a thought process that if it's too fast, it exits. It's through the zone too fast.
Yeah, so it's like so usually the way the two thoughts are the slower the bat speed, the more time your bat's in the zone, which means less whiffs. Higher bat speed means more whiffs, but more damage
Here's
contact.
the thing: is I wouldn't mind to see him do a little bit of a uptick because he is realistically a pull hitter, just what he is.
Yeah.
Like he, you know, if he wants to be that, like, because I think he's going to hit homers because he backspins baseballs and they have carry.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't mind seeing an uptick in bat speed.
That's the one thing that's like the ceiling threatener is like the bat speed is like in the bottom fourth of the league.
Yeah.
And like usually, like, and that's okay. Like Jose Ramirez doesn't have great bat speed, but it's not that slow. It's slightly faster. But he's also like an anomaly with the way he like is able to like barrel up baseballs.
Mm-hmm.
So he can kind of afford that. But like guys like Steven Kwan has slow bats, and like Jacob Wilson slow bats, and that kind of limits their ceilings in terms of damage potential.
Yeah.
But that's
No,
all. That's the only thing that I think like might be a concern.
I like Kyle Manzardo.
Yeah, me too.
I think he's going to be a very consistent, very consistent player, very consistent hitter. I think he's I think he's going to be a very reliable. I think his floor is probably like a 215 and 18 to 20 homer guy.
Yeah,
And
honestly,
I think his ceiling is like a 270,
mhm.
30 plus homer guy. But like he's going to be a 250 hitter that's going to hit 25 to 30 homers. And I think you can pencil that in for the next, 5 to 6 years. And that's something that this organization desperately needs. Desperately needs.
I mean, I guess statistically speaking and data wise, his bat is decently similar to how Spencer Torkelson's was near the end of 24 and early 25.
Yeah.
Spencer's a good little hitter.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
So, good player. Good player. I got into it, Pat, today about like who's going to be better long term, him or Ben Rice. But I'm being nice. Being nice.
I don't need to get in that debate today.
No, well, you're not going to have you won't have the debate with me because you agree with me on that.
Yeah.
But no, I like Manzo too. I would not be opposed to extending him. First base. Do you want him to play first base every day next year, or do you want him to keep clogging up that DH spot?
I think I want to pencil him the DH. I think I want to pencil him at DH and just like write it in the card every day he's playing DH.
Really?
And then if he like you need to give, because I think CJ Kafis is a better defensive first baseman and he's a good hitter.
Well, I think for the remainder of this year, you could do the thing where you play Manzardo every day at first, now that you've outright waived Santana.
Yeah, but I want to see CJ Kafis play first base too.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, I want to see that as well.
Does Kafis have enough power to play first base and you feel good about it? Because you want to get 20 home runs a year from your first baseman, right?
Yeah, I think CJ Kafis is a 20 homer guy.
Okay. It was a really curious question.
I think CJ Kafis is a 20 homer guy if you give him 500 at bats.
Okay.
I think he can run in 20 balls. Because I think he's the type of hitter too that's going to hit like in 2 weeks, he's going to hit like 6 in 2 weeks. And then it might be like the power surge might go away because he is kind of a line drive guy. But like, how Jose's homers kind of come in waves?
Yeah.
I think CJ's going to be the same type of hitter where it's like they just come in bunches.
Got you. I don't think he's a 20 home run guy.
I think he is.
I think his profile's closer to like Jarren Duran's in terms of like hitting upside. Because like Duran like isn't a home run hitter.
No.
Like Duran last year had 8.7 WAR and only had 21 home runs, but this year's at 13. Year before he was at 8. It's like I think CJ could get to 20 in a year, but I think traditionally he's going to be right around that 14, 15 mark.
I think it's a little early to tell with him still, like where the power is, but like I think he's in that mode where like he's played, like he's got a 40-ish at bats, and so there's some tape, and the pitchers are kind of adjusting to him. Mm-hmm. And now he needs to then make the
counter adjustment. They always call it the counter adjustment early. Because right now he's only hitting like 197.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough, but still an OPS higher than Rocchio's, I believe. So that's that.
Yeah.
Nolan Jones, people saying he saved the season.
Christ.
Just want to let you have the floor on it if you wanted it.
I don't want to hear about Nolan Jones. I just don't. Like you can't be that big. You can't be that athletic and just hit a million ground balls.
Not doing it.
I can't do it, man. He's another, like, I think based on what they had to do to acquire Nolan Jones, which wasn't a lot, but it was enough. I think Nolan Jones is going to get another crack at this next year. But it better not be for very long.
I was going to say, how long of a crack?
I'm giving him, like, at maximum, he has till the end of May. At the very most. I give him April and May at the very most.
This year, David Fry was the clog. Next year,
Nolan Jones could be the clog.
And so people got to get ready for how annoying.
So I need the Guardians to be prepared to move fast.
Yeah, it's got to be a quick deal. Like he's gonna be the clog, and it's gonna be really frustrating. And then after he's done being the clog, it's gonna be Brian Rocchio.
But if Brian Rocchio is playing the way he's playing, it's not a clog.
Well, it's gonna be a clog because there's not gonna be a lot of patience for Bassana.
I understand that, but like if he's playing good baseball,
yeah, I mean,
then like people will live with it because he's playing good. Now, if he's playing good, you made the point that if he's playing good, you should trade him because his value will be high, which I don't disagree with.
ASAP, because he is.
No, I don't disagree with you at all.
He's welcome back, baseball, Dion Waiters.
Yeah, so like that's the thing. But if he's playing good, it's a different conversation because like, what are you clogging up? Like you're playing good. I'm not going to be mad at you because at the end of the day, the majority of casual fans, they just want to win.
Yeah.
They want to watch their team win. And if Brian Rocchio is contributing to winning baseball, they'll be okay.
The A's don't get enough credit for what they did. Early in the year, Tyler Soderstrom was on a ridiculous tear at first base. A ridiculous tear, right? It was like a Lynn Sandy run at first base. Yeah. You know what they did? They called up another first baseman.
Yeah.
And kicked that kid to left field.
Yeah.
Because they were like, you know what? We're not going to wait. Nick Kurtz is ready, so we're going to do it quickly. I think the Guardians have to be ready to move like that. Brian Rocchio, as of late, his splits in August, 272 with a 306 on base and the 676 OPS. In July, he hit 266 and he slugged 443 for a 735 OPS. So, yeah, good.
Yeah. No, I mean, if Brian Rocchio is playing good, you're going to have options.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and what happens? Like, what happens if Brian Rocchio is playing good and Gabe's not playing good? You can still bring up Bassana.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then there's nothing wrong with Gabe being your fourth infielder.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
Instead of Will Wilson, you can have Gabe be your fourth infielder, and Gabe can play third base when Jose needs the DH. And because that's the problem. That's what I don't think Cleveland fans understand. The way that this organization wants to play, you need to have depth. It can't be, you can't fall off a cliff if you want to play, if you want to have a rotation of like 14 players in your lineup.
Definitely not.
The 9th through 14th player can't hit under 180. That doesn't work if you're going to play like this.
You want enough guys that are at least around 220 and have good at bats too.
So if Brian Rocchio or Gabe, like, there's honestly nothing wrong with like getting Bassana another 100 at bats in April and May next year, bringing him up, and then just playing, and then sitting who's ever not playing good.
Would you bring Bassana up in September?
Yes.
You get 2 spots.
Give him a taste.
Okay.
See what it looks like. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I agree.
You know, and so it's like, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Like, there's nothing wrong with keeping Rocchio if he's playing good. Because, like, Gabe, the way that he swings the bat, there's going to be ups and downs with Gabe.
naturally. But when it's hot, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, if it's hot, like you ride it because like it's electric. Pause. But like he's also But
when it's bad, it is cold.
yeah, it's bad, like really bad. So
I want to see if he's improved his.
he has it.
His zone K rate.
His whiff rate is still well over 40%.
Bro, it's the zone whiff rate that's the killer.
Yeah, you can't whiff in the zone and chase.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to do both, brother.
Because then here we go. Get this. His chase rate is 40%, fourth percentile in baseball. His whiff rate is the first percent of base, like the bottom of baseball. 40% whiff rate, and then his K rate is 33.5. But boy, that bat speed, 90th percentile.
Anything he does athletically is elite.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we want Junior Caminero. We have Junior Caminero at home.
Yeah.
That's what Gabe Arias is. Tyler's week 1 picks. Who you got, big dog, this Saturday?
I was 0 for 1 in week 0.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to make a comeback. We got 4 games on the slate that we're going to pick. First one is Clemson -3 against LSU. I think Clemson wins by at least 7 points.
Okay, I have them covering as well. Good.
I don't believe in Brian Kelly, and especially in season openers. And they're at Clemson.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna say in Death Valley? Because there's 2 of them.
Yeah, no, Death Valley is in Baton Rouge for me.
Okay.
Next one, we got Notre Dame -2.5 at Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I think Notre Dame beats them by 2 scores.
You think it's gonna get ugly?
I think yes. I think the run, like the physicality that Notre Dame's going to play with. I think Marcus Freeman is emerging. I think their tough game will be when they go to College Station, not when they travel to Miami.
I agree here too. I think this is an announcement that last year was not a one-off. We're here to stay.
Correct. Next one, South Carolina -7.5 against Virginia Tech. I think South Carolina comes out and they win by 10.
I wouldn't touch that one.
I feel really good about South Carolina's defense. And I think they also have a top 3 quarterback in the SEC.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch
that. So give
me
the defense and give me the quarterback. That's what I'm going with.
Not touching that one. I'm with you on the first 2. Not touching that one.
The last one is Alabama -13.5 against Florida State. I think Alabama does some nasty things to Florida State.
Not touching that one either.
I do believe that Florida State keeps it interesting for like the first quarter and a half. You're like, oh boy. And I think I think Alabama pulls away and they win by like 17.
Bama just has the Vandy loss last year in my head that like I need to come to grips with. They're not putting teams away the way that Nick Saban used to.
When you want to know the difference, Jalen Milroe's not playing quarterback anymore.
That's fair. Until I see a DeBoer team like for a full year put teams away.
I also think Mike Norvell. I think Mike Norvell is closer to who they were last year than he was
the year before. You think he's fraudulent?
Yes, I think he's very fraudulent.
They're gonna have to develop quarterbacks over there. Are those the ones you picking this week?
Those are the 4.
All right, noted. I'm with you on half of them.
Fine.
Half of them. Ohio State play calling.
The question is, listen, we'll have our pregame episode coming out, I think Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
That we recorded earlier this week. So I don't want to do too much. I mean, this game has been talked about ad nauseum. I'm just ready for them to play the game. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a knockdown, drag out, fist fight. And I think Ohio State comes out on top. The question I have, though, the big question is play calling. Because I think that's the biggest concern with this team moving forward because of Brian Hartline's inexperience. The question I have, and we talked about this off air, who's Ryan Day? Who does he owe it to protect more, Brian Hartline or Julian Sand?
My belief is Julian Sand.
I 100% agree with you.
Because if you lose Julian Sand's confidence, season's over.
Yeah. I mean, if Brian Hartline calls plays and he starts spinning that rock all over the yard and Julian Sand throws 3 interceptions, I don't know if you can get that kid back.
Yeah, that's a really hard thing to like work through, especially in a short season when you have not 3 must-win games. You have 3 huge games that are going to cause PTSD for the kid. I think, and here's the thing with Hartline, if his confidence gets shattered, who cares? Call plays, Brian.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with going to your young offensive coordinator and be like, listen, I'm going to take this one.
Yeah. That's
And
what I
then-
would do. I think that's the responsible thing.
And then I'm going to give you the key. I'm going to fully give you the keys to the car. Fully. They're all yours starting next week, and we'll build you up. And each week it'll be a little bit harder each week. It'll be great for you.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the responsible thing to do. I think it's irresponsible to have Brian Hartline call plays week 1.
Correct. It just doesn't make any sense for anybody involved.
Mm-mm.
When he's just like, and it's not even really Brian's fault. Like he's the best at this.
He is, and he got good at it over decades of doing it.
Yeah. Ryan Day's been coaching college. He's been coaching football, calling plays since like 2006.
The first year he called plays, Brian Hartline was still catching balls from Todd Beckman.
Yeah. Like, and the thing is, and it's also not fair. Like, he got to do it at Temple with respectfully. Nobody cares if you stunk first.
Right. You got to do it at Temple, and then you got to go to the NFL and learn and spend years there just learning X's and O's. Like, you know my theory. Like, I think guys who coordinate in the NFL just have so much of an advantage because you can learn so much football, and you're used to coaching when there's no talent gap. I think it's irresponsible to have.
Correct. I agree. So I don't need to spend too much time.
Yeah.
Side note, I didn't put this in the show notes. Can you explain to the people that live in the great state of Michigan the difference between calling plays and being a head coach?
I'm
sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're talking about Matt Patricia, and I it's insane, and I think it's because like it stuck with them that Matt Patricia is a bad coach because of the Detroit days. But it's like the difference between that is one thing, but also like Wink Martindale was horrendous in the NFL, like awful for my Giants, horrible at just calling plays. Ended up being a really good DC. Matt Patricia was a great DC for Bill Belichick. Was a bad head coach. Sorry, he can't be a CEO of a program, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he was a really, really good DC, which is why a lot of Lions fans were excited when they hired him. It's one of the more insane hills that Michigan fans are dying.
And it's not even just Michigan Wolverine fans.
I mean, it's mostly that.
I got a Michigan State fan in my mentions. Like,
well, yeah, that's just people that are like.
And listen, with all due respect to Michigan State fans, will you just make a bowl game? You're embarrassing the Big Ten. Get out of my mentions. I don't want to hear from you.
Right.
Stop talking to me. You don't get to sit at the table.
Like your university cannot find Mel Tucker to sue him right now.
Go sit at the kids' table and leave me alone.
Like you hired a coach. You hired a coach from Oregon State. You don't get to talk about us about any of that.
No,
any of that.
All right, give me a bold prediction of the game.
I have multiple sacks by Kenyatta Jackson, and I have a defensive score by one of the linebackers.
I have Max Clare going over 100 yards.
Oh my God. No way. No way.
Max Clare goes for 100 yards.
No way. Not a chance. Not a chance. Yours is bolder than mine somehow, and mine includes a multiple sacks for someone we haven't seen play and a defensive touchdown from a linebacker.
I'm just feeling like 6 easy catches for like 8 to 10 yards. Easy catches, like
and then a big play,
and then a big one.
No, nope, not going for it.
I said bold. All right,
no, that is bold.
If Max Clare gets 100 yards, we're winning this game going away. By the way,
dude, are you kidding me? It's up and it's super stuck.
All right, give me your score prediction.
I am going with the news of the offensive line injuries they have over there at Texas. I'm going to go ahead and go 28-24, the good guys, Ohio State.
28-24.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an Ohio State cover as well.
Yes, it would.
You know what they say? Good teams win, great teams cover.
Great teams cover, baby.
I have it a little closer. I have 27-26. Ohio State wins.
Okay.
I just think it's going to be
final 8 minutes are going to be electric.
That's
a final 8 minute, baby.
And I don't know how. I honestly don't even know how I got to that score. I don't know how the game is going to go to get to that score. What's going to happen? But something's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I got 27-26. I honestly don't even really know how you get to 26 points.
I think it would be multiple a
lot of field goals.
Well, 2 field goals and then the 3 touchdowns get you 27.
What about 2 touchdowns and 4 field goals?
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
You know what? I actually really don't like that because that would be a lot of like good drives for the Texas offense, and I don't think that's going to happen
unless there's a defensive touchdown.
That'd be 5 scoring drives for the Texas offense. I don't think they're going to get 5 scoring drives. I'm going to change my score.
Lower scoring?
I'm going 23-20.
Okay.
23-20.
23-20. Heard.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear me out, big dog?
I do. It's a basketball related one.
Oh.
A lot of times you have you see this all-time 5 versus this all-time 5. This great 5 versus this great 5. Who wins? Blah, 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 blah. All super, super hypothetical. However, in my personal opinion, regardless of who's on whose team, whatever team Shaq is on is going to win. If Shaq is on a all-time team, that team's going to win.
Because they'll have the shooting naturally from spacing. So, yeah.
But I'm talking about it is complete. What I'm saying is it is completely irrelevant. Motivated Shaq, the best version of Shaq, is the most unguardable player in the history of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
More than Kevin Durant, more than Michael Jordan, more than Kobe Bryant, more than LeBron James. When Shaquille O'Neal is motivated in shape and mad,
no, he's
completely unstoppable.
And the shit he was doing, and no one could do anything about it. You're right. I can get with that. I agree.
It's almost like, bro, you know who Shaq is?
Who?
Shaq's Manny Ramirez.
Just dumbass shit, but crazy.
Just Shaq would show up and be 400 pounds.
Yeah. And in shape.
No.
Are you, bro, when he was in New Orleans, he was in shape.
New Orleans, you mean LA?
I mean Orlando.
Well, yeah, that's a young Shaq. I'm talking about Lakers Shaq. If Shaquille O'Neal had half the work ethic that Kobe Bryant had, they would never would have lost. Never.
Yeah, he would have been Barry Bonds in that case.
I think Shaq and Kobe would have won
all of them.
10 titles.
They would have won all of them, big dog. Nobody was stopping them. Dirk's not stopping them. They would have won all of them.
Who's guarding him?
No, and no one could guard him anyway. No, I can get down with that. I can get down with that.
Especially if when Shaq would be fucking around when he would catch the ball 15 feet from the hoop and face up.
Mm-hmm.
If Shaq would just go to the block and then catch the ball.
Bro, I saw him go crazy on Jordan.
Yeah. But if you just went to the block, nobody was stopping him, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody. So any all-time team, if they have Shaq, the other team can have Michael, Kobe, and LeBron. If the other team has Shaq, they're winning. They're winning.
Fair.
You got one?
Yeah, bro. Raise. School zones can be 25 to 30 miles per hour, bro. Fuck them kids. Teach your kids to look both ways before you cross the street. I am sick of getting stuck in this bitch ass traffic. It doesn't even feel natural. It does not even feel natural for me to drive my car 20 miles per hour. Teach your kids traffic laws.
Bro, you literally just said FTK, bro.
And I mean that shit. I'm Chris. That's Tyler.
Peace.